Hey, it's Regina here from CourageouslyFree.com, and today I wanted to talk about a secret tip to success. So I'm going to tell you the secret tip, and after I tell you, I'm going to give you an exercise to do to kind of instill that tip, to kind of like ingrain it within you to be able to get your to really to achieve your dreams and desires, and really anything you really want, because I really truly believe that you can get whatever you want, if you have a desire to, if you have the clarity, if you're very clear on your goal, um, you can get whatever you want. And just as an example, I when I was younger, I always wanted to move to a different country, and for some reason I didn't really know how I was going to do it. And an opportunity came up, and I'm in New Zealand, and I don't speak any other language yet. So it just seemed like the natural choice just to come here, and I've been here for 5 years ever since, and working a really great job that I'm leaving in a few weeks for other reasons. Um, because I want better way of life, and I found it. But yeah, so this this one trait, or this one belief, that will, you know, is really important for your success. And that I was listening to some audio today from Dave Wood, and he was saying that the difference between successful and unsuccessful people is their clarity, being clear with your goals, knowing exactly what you want, and really visualizing it, and believing it. And that's what the tip is. That's what the secret to success is having faith. And I'm not talking about the faith, like religion. Um, I think there are a lot of similarities to whatever you would consider faith, your faith in what you believe in, with religion. But, faith in this case is just knowing that you're going to have it no matter what. And you know that you want to get from point A to point B. And the thing with getting from point A to point B is, as long as you have your eye on the goal, your trip, your path from A to B is not going to be a straight line ever. If you do, then you're magical and you're a saint. You're a superhero. I like superheroes. Anyways, so your journey from point A to point B is always going to be up and down, up and down, up and down. And there are times where you feel really low, but that's you'll get over it. And as long as you know exactly what you want, you have the faith that you're going to get there. And that's what's going to drive you, is knowing that you can do it, even though at that moment in time you might be struggling kind of, a bit. And I think I've talked about being comfortable with being uncomfortable, because you know that when you're uncomfortable, you're changing and you're growing. And as long as you know what your goal is, if one day you feel really low, just know that at least you're a bit higher than you were, previously. Or just know that you're always growing at some point. You're always going to get to point B. So, just as an example, and I started doing it the other day as well. So, the example to kind of instill your faith is, and to really know what you want, is to visualize it, and to really get a good picture of exactly what you want. And one example is or one way to do this is to write for 3 to 5 minutes about exactly what you want, using all of your senses, and really feeling what you're feeling, to you know to really believe that you're in the situation. And the idea, it really is to, let's pick a goal, like, at the end of January, or 90 days, this is where I want to be. And what you want to do is, you're going to think of your goal as present moment. Just think of your goal as if you're there, experiencing what you're experiencing, looking at the past, which is actually, present time. We're now looking at the past and saying, this actually wasn't a bad idea. This was my journey. So, and so visualizing yourself as present time, that you've already achieved this goal, that you've already gone through what you had to go through. And also, after doing that, just listing a step of processes that you took to get there. And so just as an example, like what I was writing down was Regina, am standing on stage looking over 6,000 people at the James King Conference Room in Miami, being interviewed by Dave Wood and Dave Sharp on how I just made $30,000 in the last 30 days. And thinking back over the last 30 days, I can't believe how easy it was to hit that number. And this is exactly what I did to do it. And I started writing down. My goal is to write down 50 processes, and right now I have about 38 down, so I'm going to finish that. And you might even want to say, I'm sitting on my couch in my living room. I'm looking on my computer and my e-wallet account, which is kind of like my PayPal account. Version for Empower Network, and I am looking over a summary of the funds of the sales that I've made in the past 30 days, and they just keep on coming, and I'm just sitting there adding up the totals, and I've made a total of, I don't know what, 10,562 cents over the past 30 days, and I can't believe how easy it was, and I get chills from the bottom of my spine all the way up, and I start to feel warmth inside me, knowing that I've achieved my goal, and it really wasn't that hard. It was actually fairly easy, and the feeling that you get when you've accomplished something that you've really set your mind to. It's a really good feeling, and if you if you have a hard time trying to figure out or trying to live the present moment or live the future as if it's the present moment, just think of something that you've accomplished. What was the last thing that you remember accomplishing and where you felt really great inside, where you knew in the back of your head that you were going to do this no matter what, or you were going to get this no matter what. You don't know how you were going to get there, you don't know when you're going to get there, but you knew that there's just this like nagging feeling that's telling that you're going to be able to do it. And it happened. So when was the last time that you accomplished something? Anyways, I hope this is helpful to you. I've been writing lists for various things for a few years, and there are some that have really kind of mind blowing when I look back at them and I see the things that I've written down. One of them was one of the items on my list, my previous list, was to retire by the age of 35, and I'm 34 years old, and I'm quitting my job in 3 weeks, and hey, it happened, or it's going to happen before my 35th birthday. So I'm excited about that. And anyways, so follow us on our blog on courageouslyfree.com. Follow us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/headstandingaround. And I will see you on the beaches of the world. See ya. Bye.